Hi, welcome to the Anxiety Doesn't Own Me podcast. My name is Emmanuel Isaacson, and I'm here to help you to heal your anxiety naturally. On today's episode, I want to ask you guys a simple question. And the reason why I want to ask you guys a simple question is because this question is going to give you some perspective. It's going to give you motivation, inspiration. It's going to give you hope. It's going to give you that drive that you need in order to achieve the goal in overcoming your anxiety, because a lot of us right now, we feel unmotivated, we feel hopeless, we feel like we're going to be stuck like this for the rest of our lives. There's no light at the end of the tunnel, and most of us just want to throw in the towel and just give up because this is too hard, this is overwhelming, this is too much of a struggle. And I understand you 100%. Because I've been in that place. I know exactly what it feels like to be in that place of hopelessness, of not being inspired, not believing that I'm able to overcome it, my anxiety. And I ask myself this question, which until today I apply with everything whenever I'm struggling with something. And the question, the way it goes, is what is harder? Is it harder to live with anxiety, or is it harder to overcome your anxiety? Which one has the better return on investment? Which one will get you to the goal that you want? Of course, it's going to be hard, but ask yourself, which one is harder? This is something I do until today. Like making a podcast every single day is hard, but I ask myself, Emmanuel, which one is harder? Not making the podcast and having an impact on people's lives and missing out on that to be able to help that one person? Or is it hard to put in every single day, put in the work and make an episode so that you can help other people? They're both hard. It's not easy to make an episode every single day, and it's not easy not to, because, hey, I feel like I have an obligation to help people in overcoming their anxiety. So this is something that can help you to keep yourself motivated, to keep yourself inspired, to say to yourself, you know what? Yeah, it is definitely hard to live with anxiety. It is. It is not an easy thing. And it's also definitely hard to overcome your anxiety. But which one is worth it? You might have said that, you know what? I've tried for such a long time. I have never seen the success, and it hasn't been nothing has ever actually, and I haven't really succeeded in overcoming my anxiety. Well, then ask yourself, this is something that you have to be real with yourself and ask yourself, and this is something that I did to myself. I'm like, Emmanuel, okay, you've been struggling with anxiety for quite some time. Maybe you are not doing it correctly, or maybe you weren't given the right tools, or maybe you haven't dealt with the right issues. Maybe that's the reason why, because there is a solution, there is a way out. There definitely is. It's like someone that's creating a business. In the beginning, it's hard. It is definitely hard to create a business. Think about Apple, for example. They have created a business. Steve Jobs, in the beginning, he struggled. He had those ups and downs. But what if, ask yourself, what if he gave up? We wouldn't have the advancements that we had today without him. Or even Elon Musk, for example. He has failed with SpaceX 3 times. He launched a rocket and three of them failed. He invested his last money into the last rocket, all of his money, and the 4th one succeeded. So, yeah, the first 3 ones didn't succeed, but what if he would have stopped? He wouldn't know that he was able to succeed on the 4th one. Same thing with our anxiety. Even though you've been trying for such a long time, and I know the struggle, I know how hard it is. I've been there myself I know what it feels like every single day to wake up with anxiety, to struggle with this. It's not a simple thing, because most people don't understand this. But ask yourself, what's harder? To live with anxiety, waking up every single day, struggling it throughout the entire day, just waiting for the nighttime. And even some people in the nighttime struggle with it. They can't even go to sleep normally. They can't even have a good night's sleep. Or is it worth it? Or is it harder to overcome our anxiety? Yeah, it's definitely worth it to overcome our anxiety. But we need to have the right tools, the right techniques to figure out what is really bothering us, to figure out where are the root causes, what are the root causes of our anxiety, what's the reason why, what's going on with me. We have to do it because it's going to help us to feel much better. Now, of course, I'm not saying you have to be like perfect and every single day it's going to feel great, and you're going to have some days that you're going to feel down, and some days you're going to feel great. It's going to fluctuate, and that's normal. That's going to happen. And there could be days that you're just feeling down the entire time for like days after day after day after day. But we have to motivate ourselves and inspire ourselves in order to achieve the goal that we want in overcoming our anxiety, and know that it's possible. I'm telling you guys, it is definitely possible. People haven't shown you the right tools, the techniques, the reasons why, how anxiety works. But it's definitely possible to overcome your anxiety. And again, always ask yourself, whenever you feel unmotivated, whenever you feel uninspired, whenever you feel like you're stuck, whenever you feel down, and you just want to throw in the towel, ask yourself, what is harder? Is it harder to live with anxiety, or is it harder to overcome your anxiety? They're both hard, but what's more worth it? What's worth it? It's definitely worth to put in the work. Like, for example, with my podcast, I can ask myself, Emmanuel, it's hard to put an episode out every single day. But I also say to myself, how many people you can actually impact? How many people you can actually reach? How many people you can actually help? Even if one person you can help, that can change one person's entire life, their entire life. And I got multiple messages on my Instagram and my TikTok saying, hey, thank you so much for your podcast. It really does help me. So it's amazing. It's amazing that I'm so happy that I did it. I'm so happy that I'm so committed to it and putting an episode every single day. Even though trying to come up with content, it's not an easy thing in editing every single day, but it's worth it. It's definitely worth it because I want to help people to overcome their anxiety. I understand their struggle. I understand how hard it is for them. And this is, I'm telling you, some question I always ask myself. It's like in marriage. Also, marriage is hard. Marriage is not an easy thing, but also divorce is hard. Getting divorced is hard. It's not a simple thing. So which one would you rather pick? Which one would you rather have? Again, that's something you have to assess for yourself in that situation. But whenever we put ourselves in that perspective, we're like, hey, yeah, divorce is also hard. It's not a simple thing. I'm not going to see my kids for 2 weeks, or there's going to be a lot of issues through lawyers and a lot of family problems and this and that. Maybe we can work on our marriage. Maybe we can try to do that. Maybe we're not doing something correctly. Maybe there's something wrong that we need to fix over here. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being, with having something that's not 100%. That's fine. We don't have to be 100%. We just need to improve ourselves. That's what it is. So when we take this question, it's such a powerful question. It's something that motivated me so much in so many things in my life. It's amazing. I always ask myself, okay, what's harder? Is it harder to just like take it easy or actually put in the effort? They're both hard. They are both hard. But we need to make that decision. It's going to help us out so much. I would recommend posting this question on your phone. Put it on your, take a piece of paper and put it on your wall, put it on a Post-it, put it next to your desk, whatever it is. And every time you just feel inspired, ask yourself this question. And you will see how much it would actually help. If you are ready to overcome your anxiety and heal your anxiety once and for all and get out of this anxiety prison, I created a course specifically to help people with anxiety. It helps people with agoraphobia. It helps people with panic disorders, general anxiety disorder, health anxiety, panic disorder, social anxiety, and as well separation anxiety, because it deals with the root causes of your anxiety and showing you how to build it and what you need to do in order to start feeling much better. Check that out. I'm also coming with a live coaching event. You can also check the link below. If you did like this episode, please click the like button and leave a 5-star review. The reason why I ask is to kind of reach more people. The more people that we can reach, the more people that we can help. Because again, my goal is to help people to overcome their anxiety naturally. And I will try my best to provide you guys with all the tools, all the techniques, everything possible. I will try to provide you with everything possible so that you guys can overcome your anxiety and live anxiety free. Take care, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.